Hello, my amazing fire signs. Hope you are well. This is your general tarot reading. I was going to say for the week ahead, but actually for the other signs, it's been very intense. So I'm going to say for the next few weeks, because if this all happened very soon, it would be a lot, okay? I will be doing an in-depth video for all signs this evening. I do put it on my Facebook page at Ivory Moon Holistics. That's been regular for weeks and weeks and weeks and months. And I'm just transferring it all to YouTube just to show you guys who haven't seen my readings before, okay? I'm not just a tarot reader. I do workshops working with the moon phases. I work with zodiacs. I work with law of attraction energy, and I will be posting more on that as time goes on, okay? So this is for you beautiful fire signs. So Leo, Sagittarius. Oh my God, I have forgotten the last fire sign. Leos, Sagittarius and Aries. Thank you. Gosh. You know when your mind just goes blank and you think, I know this. For you guys at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Cups. So whatever is going to be coming in for you, it looks like it's going to be all right. And when I did the pre-shuffle, the Ten of Cups flew out again, okay? So yeah, this is John Frusciante from the Red Hot Chili Peppers on my t-shirt. I love him so much. But yeah, keep watching, guys. And if you want to get to see who I am and what I'm all about, just go onto Ivory Moon Holistics, where you can see my reviews, my testimonials, and all the other videos and bits and pieces and posts I do. Okay, I work a lot with self-worth, self-empowerment, that type of stuff. But this is tarot, this is your reading, and I'm just going to see what's coming up from my amazing fire signs, all right? So let's see what's coming in. So the first card, this is you the questioner. Thank you. This is coming up a lot for everyone. The Lovers. Can be Gemini, but as it's coming up in your position, this is you making a choice. So what is it you'll be making a choice in? If you haven't come across this choice already, it will be coming in for you, okay? Just remember with the Lovers, there is that sense of, it's got the snake in this card. So there's that lustful energy. So if you really like somebody, they come forward, but you know it's toxic for you, just be as objective as possible with your decision, fire signs, okay? Because it's very easy to get into that whole passion again, and it's all right for the moment, and then what happens a few days later, you left wondering, well, where's it all going, what's happening, okay? Again, this doesn't have to be with a person or a situationship or whatever that is. It can be a choice between two things, but I won't know until obviously I see the other cards. So let's have, that's my shuffling. So let's have a look at the outside influence. And it does not mean you're influenced by them or a situation. It just shows the outside energies, okay? Fire signs, you really do have a message wanting to come in. So let's see. What is coming in from an outside influence for my fire signs? Thank you. Okay. You've got the Four of Swords. You could be wondering why somebody's taken a step back, why you're not hearing from somebody as much. But they're exhausted, guys. I just feel, not because of you, I just feel that the person, if you're dealing with a person or a situationship, they overthink, but you don't get to see that side of them overthinking, and they're just wondering, they need to take some time out, okay? But they're not communicating this with you for whatever reason, so you could be thinking, what do I do? Which is why you're the Lovers here making a choice, okay? So this could be you making a choice between, do I stay, do I go, do I talk to this person? So I don't know whether this person that you have been dealing with does suffer from anxieties themselves, but it just looks like there's a self-evaluation coming in here, okay? If this isn't a person or a situation, this would be an outside influence, basically just saying that it's advising you to take some rest. So what if you have been spinning plates, if you have been keeping yourself busy and not really taking time out. You don't want to get it to the point where it's reversed and it'll be forced rest for you, where you say you twist your ankle, then you have no other choice but to stay on the sofa type thing, okay? But I'm going to be reading this as an outside energy in the sense of another person, okay? Because that's what's coming to me first, and I'm just going to see what comes in after that, okay? So the future, well, after this energy, what happens? You guys could be on a break, or there could just be no communication at the moment. So what's interesting is your positions are being represented by major arcana. The Lovers is a major arcana, and now we have the Justice card, which is a major arcana also, okay? So whatever is happening in this situation, guys, there is going to be some balance coming back in, okay? There's going to be a kind of, I want to say a rebirthing, but it's not quite rebirthing at the moment. But I do feel the external situation needs some time out, and in a funny way that will help you be more objective in your decisions. Once you say, if you're having a break from this person, or if there's no communication, don't overthink, don't overanalyze, just keep objective, okay? Because the Justice comes in really, really beautifully and has this energy of balance, all right? So this is really quite peaceful. I'm not seeing arguments yet. I'm not seeing petty behaviors. I'm not seeing sneaky behavior. I'm just seeing, okay, let's just take a break. And I feel, obviously it's now the 1st of December, maybe the stresses of the festivities that are coming in with the current climate, the way things are at the moment, people haven't been themselves anyway, okay? So let things play out for the moment, guys, and see how things work, because actually if this was a negative, I wouldn't expect to see the Justice coming up here, okay? Sometimes we need to move away from something to keep the balance. If we keep at a situation all the time, it becomes unbalanced very, very easily, okay? So underneath you, the future you, and that one flew out right there, you got the 7 of Swords. Now this is interesting. The Lovers with the 7 of Swords. So you are definitely making a choice, and you are making a choice with, do you make a run for it, or do you stay in this situation, okay? I don't know whether you're not trusting of this person and you think, do you know what? I'm just going to cut all my losses now and just go. This can indicate sneaky behavior, so you take it as it fits for you. If you're the one being sneaky, making a choice between lust and commitment, then this is what is coming up here. I'm not seeing it with the other person, but the Justice comes in where you find your balance, and this could literally mean, guys, that you do that midnight flip. I think I'm not having it anymore. Holding all the swords there. This could also be running away from a situation because you don't really want to face up to something at the moment. If this person, the 4 of Swords coming up here, is being so detached from you, your overthinking mind will just overprocess, because this is just before the 8 of Swords, meaning that 8 of Swords energy is feeling trapped within a certain situation. So you could be avoiding feeling that way by actually taking that step beforehand and thinking, I'm not going to feel like that again. You could have felt like that for quite a long time, or you could start to recognize a certain pattern about the way how things are and think, do you know what, I'm not going to sit here and worry about the next move somebody else is going to make, because I'm going to take my control back and I'm going to do it myself. Hence why you're being represented by the Lovers, which is the decision making coming up here. But the 7 of Swords is interesting because it looks like your direction goes in the other way, okay? So let's see what this outside influence underneath in the future is going to be saying. That's my shuffling there. Too many. That would be one long reading. The Star card. It could be an Aquarian. What I will say is at the bottom of the deck I did see the 10 of Swords here, okay? So this is endings, but it could be endings of a phase rather than an actual situation, okay? So, you know, this can be temporary or it can be a permanent ending, however it fits for you. But the Star is this person or situationship, whatever you're in. I just feel that their own stresses, their own mind has become so bogged down that with their step back that they've taken, they get to where they need to be eventually, okay? So with the Star card, they get their wish. This is a wish card, but it's a karmic wish, okay? Just before the Star, it's the Hermit. So you may find that the person you're dealing with is not doing anything. They could be in their own hermit mode, even though the hermit hasn't come out here, and just taking a step back on a mind level, okay? They could even be saying to you, I don't know what I want. So you're like, oh, okay, well, do you think I'm going to hang around? But they get their wish, and whatever it is that they want to happen, and I just feel that they get the balance back. This also could be the Justice, because it's their spiritual self with their coins, with their human side. They could have been all over the place, guys, which doesn't make it easier for you, okay? Because with you being the Lovers coming up here, it's like, what decision am I going to make? I don't know from one day to the next what your energy is going to be like, okay? So I'm actually not surprised the Seven of Swords is coming up here, all right? But they step up, it looks like, with their energy. They get a lot more clarity, okay? So underneath the Justice, let's see what is coming up here. So if you are waiting for some sort of communication, she says, I can just see the King of Swords at the bottom there, which is communication, but they become a king, which is wonderful. But it hasn't quite come out. I just saw it at the bottom, so it might be coming into the future for you. Yeah, if you are waiting for some sort of clarity or communication, it's not going to come in just yet. And actually, all the readings I've done so far, the communication isn't straight away. Really, it isn't. It seems to be this process that you guys have to go through, all of you, and I don't know whether that's just the collective conscious, whether or not because we've had a full moon or Neptune's gone direct or whatever that is. There just seems to be a confusion with our spiritual self and our human self, and people are getting themselves in a bit of a muddle, okay? So underneath the Justice card, what is coming up? These cards are having a good think here. Underneath the Justice card. Underneath the card of Balance. Because it's all worth the wait. I'm not telling you to wait, guys. I don't think you should wait for anybody. But don't be hasty is what I will say. Okay? Because with the Nine of Cups coming up here, this is a wish card. And this is a wishes fulfilled card. Whatever you want from this person, whether it's love, them letting you know how they feel, it's coming in. If you want to go away, obviously we all have free will. You can do it whatever you want. If you want to head off in the other direction, you can do. But then you seem to miss all this glory. So my advice to you would just be to not put so much emphasis on this person and what they're doing, but to focus on you and what you want to do, and the balance will come in, okay? So they're going to pee you off for a little while, what I am seeing here, because they're just all over the place. They want to think, they don't want to make any commitments, which is frustrating. The top of the deck there, you've got the Page of Pentacles coming up here, which is an offering. So the offer is coming in with the Nine of Cups coming up here, but the Justice, the Nine of Cups, ultimate balance, okay, on an emotional level. It's clearly not here at the moment, so keep doing what you do best, whether that's working on something, whether that's your own meditations, whether it's your own routines, whatever that is, but don't fear the worst, guys. Just because this person or individual isn't showing you at the moment what they are wanting, they're not communicating very well, don't have that knee-jerk reaction and presume it's anything underhand, okay? I'm not seeing third party here at all. I'm just seeing somebody who's a bit confused, a bit muddled, a bit all over the place, but the love is here, okay? The love is clearly here. It's just going to take a little while to get there, okay? But like I said, you've got free will. I don't advocate hanging around for anybody, really. So just keep yourself as busy as possible and watch how this beautiful tapestry will start to unfold, and you'll see how things play out, okay? So I hope that made sense for you. If not, again, watch my all signs video, which will be posted later on this evening. And if you want to see my other videos, then they're on my Facebook, Ivory Moon Holistics. Okay, guys? So you take care. Have a beautiful Tuesday, and I will speak to you very soon.